Good morning and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Guys, we're doing something we've done before, and that is the i209 on the Jeep Wrangler JK. We've actually installed the i209 a couple of years ago on the 2017 Jeep Wrangler Winter Edition. We got a lot of questions and comments in that video, primarily about wiring the i209. Well, here today, we're actually installing the i209 on the 2016 Jeep Wrangler Black Bear. That's Bobbie's Jeep. And I figured this would be a great opportunity to talk about the wiring a little bit, kind of go into a little bit of details, cover some of this a little bit better than we did in our last video. So I'll leave some links down in the description as well as the eye in the sky to how to remove your dash on your Jeep Wrangler, how to cut your dash in half for the i209 because you will have to do that. And then upcoming right here on Bubba's Garage, we're going to be going over the T-Cam, which is a companion to the i209. It's the backup camera. We're going to be talking about that as well. But today we're going to focus primarily on the wiring and the Maestro setup and things like that. The i209 wiring harness can be slightly intimidating at first, but honestly, it's really not that bad. A lot of the connectors will only fit in one particular spot or another in most cases. There are a couple of scenarios where you can get things reversed. So it comes with this wiring harness. Now yours is going to look pretty similar to this if you're doing this for a JK. JLs might be comparable, but I haven't seen a harness for this. And keep in mind, a lot of the Maestro harnesses look very, very similar, just have different connectors that go in different places. Then you have your Maestro itself. Now keep in mind, this Maestro needs to be programmed before you start any of the wiring for this. So you're going to take this, you're going to plug it into your computer and follow the instructions there. You should be able to find some pretty good YouTube videos on how to program this. But if you don't, let me know, leave a comment, let me know. I'll definitely do a video on this. We have a couple of these laying around. You also have your ODB2 connector. The ODB2 connector plugs in the bottom port on your Jeep. This connector here is actually used to get data signals from your vehicle, things like your speed, your temps, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's going to plug into our Maestro harness. And then we also have our radio here. Now, this is the i209. We already have our screen attached as well as our brains of the operation right here. And all our connectors are going to connect here. Now, if you need to know how to attach this, definitely check the link in the eye in the sky as well as the description because we'll show you how to put this together. And we also have our additional little piggyback connectors that will connect to our Maestro harness as well as to the brains of the operation. So I'm going to show you how to install and connect all of those right here on Bubba's Garage. All right, so here's what we got. So if we take a look at this wiring harness, you're going to see two gray connectors. These two gray connectors are going to be connectors that are going to go into the Jeep. We're going to install these last. So let's move those aside and let's start focusing on all of these little connectors that are left in this harness. Now again, keep in mind your harness might vary a little bit, but for the most part, all the connections are really going to be the same. If you follow this connector off, you have these two connectors here, the purple, green, the green. This is a black connector and the white connector. This is your front and rear speakers. If you happen to have an amplified powered Jeep Wrangler, it's built in with the factory amplifier, you're going to need to take and reverse these. So what you're going to do is you're going to unplug the white one and you're going to plug it into the purple, and you're basically going to swap them around. So they're going to be crisscross. You got to keep that in mind. If you do not do that on a amplified powered vehicle, and keep in mind, we're talking about factory amplified, right? If you've added your own amplifier, don't do this. Just leave it straight exactly like it is, and you'll be fine, okay? Now, the next step here is your rear camera, and this one's nicely labeled. Now, for the T-Cam, we're actually going to plug into this, but we're going to do that a little bit later. So we're not going to worry about that right now, okay? Now, moving on, we have these little connectors here. This is our auxiliary power, nicely labeled right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's nicely labeled right there. And it comes with this piggyback or connector that you plug in and you splice your auxiliary power to power other accessories and things like that. We're not going to use that on this installation. Now this white and gray wire here is for manual transmission. So if you have a manual transmission, you'll end up tapping into this. Then you have your remote wire. This is the blue wire for like your amplifier. Now we will be using this because in our installation, we actually have the kicker hideaway installed in the back of the Jeep. Definitely check the link in the eye in the sky about that installation. Of course, if you have a power antenna, you'll use this. Most Jeeps don't, so that's not going to get used at all. Now, this is where things get a little interesting, but it's honestly not that bad. All these little connectors here are not labeled, so you really don't know where they go. Well, take your time. Take your time. They all fit in one place. We're going to take our Maestro here, okay? We're going to look. Do you have a green connector? This green connector is going to go onto the green side of the Maestro, right? Pretty straightforward. We're going to plug that in. Make sure it snaps in really well. You don't want that thing coming back out on you. All right, next to the green connector, we actually have 3 pins. These are pretty big pins compared to this 4-pin mini, right? And that is going to be the connector laying right next to it, right here. This is our 3-pin connector. Notice it's bigger, right? We're going to plug that right in here. Again, make sure that you got it nice and clipped in there, right? Now this connector, it's not labeled, anything like that. But here's the thing. This is actually going to be used for your ODB2 connector right here. The wires match up. This is what we're going to use. We're going to plug it in here. I'm not going to plug this in right now because we need to fish this through the dash. So I'm going to set it aside. But this little connector, that's exactly what that is for. All right, now let's focus on this little 4-pin connector here. Now keep in mind, like I said before, you know, all of these connectors are pretty much straightforward. You just look for it. This is my little 4-pin connector here. We're going to swivel that around a little bit underneath here, and then we're just going to plug that in right there. Now, this connector here is your USB connector. That's what you use to program your Maestro. Now, let's go ahead and talk about these 2 connectors here. The blue connector is not used at all. We're not using the blue connector at all. Now, this connector is your audio connector. Now, let me show you something. Now, this is just another Maestro that we actually have right here on Bubba's Garage. This is what the connector looks like. It's a little 3-pin connector with a headphone jack or whatever you want to call it right here. For this installation, it does tell you to go ahead and connect it, but I will tell you, you're not going to use it, so I'm not going to connect it on this one at all. All right, so on the other side of the Maestro, we have the reset button here, and then we have the red connector. The red connector is not used at all. Then we have the bigger connector. Now, this is going to be really easy to find because it is the only one that will fit, and it's much bigger. You're going to twist that Maestro around like so, kind of like pancake it in there. You're going to plug that one in. Again, make sure these connectors are firmly planted. Okay, now we have this connector here. That's going to be this one. And again, I keep reiterating, all of these connectors plug in. They're almost all of them are the same. So once you have your Maestro connected, this is kind of what it's going to look like. You see how I kind of like twisted that like that? And I've reiterated 3,000 times to make sure these connections are firmly planted. And that's because you're still going to be moving this thing around. You still have to connect the vehicle side of things, and you still have to connect the radio side of things. So these connectors can easily pop right out if they're not firmly planted. But this is pretty much what it looks like at this point in the game right here. Now, we have these 2 wires we're going to connect here shortly. This one's for our ODB2 connector, and this one is for our T-cam. These are going to go to the vehicle right here, and then we have the opposite side that's going to go to the radio. So we're going to go ahead and hook up the radio, show you how to do that, and install the additional cables that came with the kit. All right, before we attach our Maestro harness to the radio, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install all the radio goodies onto the unit first. So we're going to have is this cable right here. Okay, this cable is going to be a jumper cable. It is actually your display cable. It's going to go from your main unit down to the actual display itself down here. That's pretty much it. It's actually pretty straightforward. It only plug in one way. It's your little display cable that wraps around, okay? Now you're gonna right next to that, we're gonna actually have our remote connection. That is this little fella right here. Now let me show you. One side is actually gonna be attached to the actual unit, the main brains of the operation. The other one is actually gonna go to your display. And you can tell because there's a big one and the little one. The big one is actually going to go to the brains, and the little one's actually going to go to the display, okay? And this is your remote. So you're going to plug that in right there. And then we're going to take, and we're going to find the little one, and we're going to take and attach it down here. And again, it only goes in one way, so you really can't get it wrong. I can get my big fat fingers in there. All right, so that's nice and connected really well. So we'll set those aside. All right, the next connector that we have is the external key connector. Now that is this cable here. This one you can get reversed. You need to be careful. There is the microphone input right here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure this side with the actual microphone connector is plugged into the brains of the operation. You're going to plug that right in here. And you're just going to set this one aside because this is actually going to go to the i209 front bezel. That's what makes sure all your buttons and things like that work. But this one's very important because if you get it backwards, things aren't going to work the way you intended for them. Okay? Next up is our pre-outs, right? So you have your sub, you have your front, you have your rear. That is the next connector that's going to be connected right here. All right, we're almost done. We don't have much further to go. Now we can attach our Maestro harness to the radio. This is pretty straightforward. You got the big connector here for the actual radio. You have the white connector is actually going to be plugged into the radio. And then this extra connector here is actually for our camera. It's not labeled, so it's hard to see, and it doesn't look like it goes there. But trust me, it really does. You turn this connector over like so, and this will plug right in there, and that's where you're going to plug in your backup camera. So black connector goes here. Make sure that's firmly planted. And we have our white connector. The white connector there. Now the only other thing that we have left to hook up on this is our USB connector as well as our GPS connector. Both of those are already in the vehicle. Now we have a couple of other things that we need to do. You have your antenna adapter here. We're going to go ahead and attach that. It's pretty simple, right? You're just going to plug that in here. And of course, this will attach the antenna connector in the car, and we'll show you that here in just a moment. If you're running the XM satellite radio, this is something that you're going to end up plugging in. We don't have that. We're not going to do that. And then, of course, we have our little security bracket that actually holds your HDMI cables. We're not actually installing any HDMI cables, but I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that right here. That way, if we ever take it apart, decide to add something later, it's there. Last two things we have left are these two USB cables. Now, your kit may have only came with one. Some kits will come with two, and it really just depends on your Maestro. Bottom line is, these cables are used to flash and program your Maestro. You probably already used it. You can discard those, set them aside, put it in a utility tote, and use it for later. It's not really necessary at this point in time. This is how everything looks, guys. I mean, this is pretty much it. Hopefully, I've given you enough details to actually get all of this set up. We're going to take this out. We're going to take it to the Jeep. We're going to go ahead and get ready to connect these two. But before I do that, I got to run my ODB2 connector and get ready for my rear view camera. All right, guys, I'm going to do the best that I can to kind of show you how all of this gets connected. It's a little cramped, it's a little hard. So I'm going to kind of teeter-totter and balance this the best that I can. So a couple of things real quick. Just move everything out of the way. You don't want to mess anything up. And one One of the biggest ones is this cable that goes to your actual buttons on the i209 restyle portion. Just move that out of the way a little bit. We need to keep it in a position where we can pull it out later. So I'm going to go ahead and install my microphone input here. It's really simple. Just going to plug it in there. This is that connector for the ODB2 that's ran down at the footwell there. So we're going to go ahead and attach that to our Maestro side here. Again, all these connectors really line up fairly well. Let's see what else we have. We have this one here is our USB connector, I believe. So our USB connector is going to go into the center of our unit. Takes a little wiggling on this one. You want to make sure that's nice and secure. I wish they had a little connector there, but that just plugs in there. And then we have the two gray connectors. This is where I got to really balance things out as much as I can. I don't want to drop this unit. Again, you really can't go wrong with these connections here. And then you have your mini gray one here. That is right there. And then we have our GPS. This is our GPS connector. That's going to go right into the back of the unit. Boy, I'm getting really tight. And then we have a couple more. Let's see. Man, I'll tell you, it gets really tight quick. These are the connectors to our T-Cam. The video connector for that is right here. I'm gonna, yeah, thanks, babe. That's Bobbie there behind the camera. That's our T-Cam connector there. Now we do have one other connector that we have to install for the camera, and it is on our Maestro harness right here. You're gonna, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's see. All right, and our last connector is the antenna, which is going to be this white connector here. I know a lot of people get confused between the little brown type connector and the white connector. The brown connector is actually the satellite connector. This is your antenna connector here. Make sure it's nice and secure. That, everything is connected at this point in time. I know it's a lot going on and it can be very confusing. Play the video back a couple of times, stop, pause, double check yourself. Right now, I'm kind of teeter-tottering this thing on my lap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on cleaning up some of this stuff. So I'll be right back with you. Guys, I greatly apologize. I'm sitting down editing this video and I realized that I never did end this video. This was actually a couple of months ago when it was actually colder. Hopefully this video kind of gives you some ideas about wiring your i209 with the Maestro harness into your Jeep Wrangler. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I'll definitely jump in and see if I can't respond to some of those. Now, as I mentioned in the video, we also have another Maestro here, so I can do another video on that if it helps you out. But our previous i209 installation video that we did on the 2017 Jeep Wrangler, we had a lot of questions about the wiring. So hopefully this video helps explain some of that. Guys, if you like this video, do me a favor, give me a huge, huge thumbs up. And if you really like this video and you want to stick around and find out what happens next right here on Bubba's Garage, please subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.